Look at this. Almost anyone can file a claim against Wall Street without actually needing that much cash. Look at this. Such opportunities don't come around every day. Look at this. It's like finding gold nuggets in the sand. Look, you can find gold nuggets in the sand. Isn't it reasonable to attempt to find some gold in the soil? The night before the big debut, Kenny booked the fanciest hotel, a real spectacle. To make his wife happy, he filled the room with gold she despises, a true tycoon move. To make his wife happy, he filled the room with gold she despises. Kenny's luxury hotel is definitely over the top. His wife was overjoyed to see the gold, and Kenny thought this was the peak moment for him and Mike. The company threw a lavish celebration for Kenny. Wealthy men attract like magic, no doubt about it. Riding high, Kenny navigated through powerful elites. Of course, beautiful ladies were everywhere. However, his wife saw it all and there was a showdown when they got back. Kay couldn't believe how Kenny had flourished. Feeling heartbroken, she knew those old foxes would toy with her. Kenny knew exactly what she was doing. After all, she was the most clear-headed person in the room. But thanks to his wife's wise words, Bonnet Company decided to offer Kenny $300 million. They wanted to buy her gold mine outright. $300 million. What a great deal for that gold mine. Kenny's gold mine was akin to her old profession, brimming with memories and sentiment. $300 million, sitting in the bank earning interest. Kenny wouldn't have to worry about money, but her reaction left Brian scratching his head. Kenny insisted that she discovered the mine. It wasn't just about money, she wanted to honor her late father and her family, so no matter the offer, it's not for sale. I am truly and deeply impressed by this person's qualities. I hold a deep admiration for this person, she remarked. Not only do you find glass, but you also find steel. Truly remarkable. I found gold, and I found friends, and I felt content. This is the most crucial thing in my entire life. She must have a well-thought-out plan, right? The two returned to Indonesia, searching for that guy named Danny. If they could get Danny on board, their mining operation could continue without any corporate leash. Upon first meeting, Kenny thought this guy wouldn't be too bad, and a shiny red Cadillac rolled up. With similar interests and a mutual vibe, the three quickly united. Danny joked, "If you've got guts, we can split it 50-50. Kenny walked into the tiger's den. At this point, negotiations weren't important because they had no bargaining chips. Soon Brian heard from the boss about the latest news. The Indonesian government was partnering with Kenny to reopen the mine. Kenny held 15% of the shares, while the Indonesian company accounted for 85%. Within this proportion, that 15% is indeed a staggering number. Really? What does 15% mean? $30 billion? Let me explain. After some calculations, 15% of $30 billion is a jaw-dropping $4.05 billion. Besides the money, Kenny also received her dream-honored the Gold Mine Award. At the ceremony, Kenny held the trophy from National Mining Association, excited. As a member of a mining family, Kenny had witnessed numerous ups and downs, enduring countless challenges. Up to this point, you could say it's a perfect entrepreneurial tale, but it's not over yet. The next day at work, Kenny was cornered by shareholders, just realizing things were about to go south. "Kenny, come here. We need to talk." "What's going on?" "What is the matter?" "It's an independent test. They can't recreate Mike's info. We're out of gold, Kenny. The gold is gone." Turns out Mike, as a geologist, always knew there was no gold. He bribed the testing agency to fabricate the whole scheme. Now, Mike had vanished, and his shares had long been cashed out. A total of $160 million. And Danny, the Indonesian prince, had cashed in most of his shares. This meant the $10 billion mining company vanished, shareholders were wiped out, and investors lost over $1 billion. Kenny not only made nothing but became the prime suspect in this massive fraud case. Soon, the FBI showed up downstairs, and Kenny's mind was racing. At the hotel, Kenny, as a person of interest, explained the entire story to the FBI. Every scene illustrated Kenny's account, including how she refused Bonnet's $300 million offer for honor. Kenny's mindset was all about earning new honors. Kenny's mindset was directed towards pursuing new honor. Who could truly understand her heart? Kenny's attitude was focused entirely on the pursuit of new recognition, and his mindset has indeed been upgraded. Could it be that you are dreaming? After ID verification, the result Indonesia provided was that this was Mike. Kenny couldn't believe it, but for the FBI, she was the only one left to investigate.